Hey everyone, welcome back to the Empowerment Hour podcast with Preventative Health Institute. I am Kendra Duquette, your host. Today we are on episode 5, and I just wanted to talk today about how our foundational program, so what we do, what you will do as a preventative health practitioner working with people, really just the Body Burden Bootcamp itself, how it's a recipe. Okay. I use this as an analogy for patients as well. But it truly is. So we don't guarantee results because nobody can guarantee results because people have to put action behind that. But if they do what you have laid out for them or what we have laid out for you, it works 100% of the time as long as they do it. Okay, so I always say it's like a recipe. So if you think about a blueberry muffin recipe, if you have worked with us, I'm sure you've heard me say this before, but it's a great analogy of what this is, and this is why systems are so important too. And we'll talk about that in a different video, but for this one, if you think about a blueberry muffin recipe, right? You do the recipe, you do every line the way it's laid out, you put it in the oven for whatever time and whatever temperature it says, you take it out. Every single time you're going to get a blueberry muffin, right? If you do the recipe and you don't do a couple of the steps or don't leave it enough time, leave it too much time, wrong temperature, so something's just not quite right, you don't follow all the steps, you're not going to get the perfect blueberry muffin every time, right? So basically, when you work with people, remind them that this works if they do it. They have to have applied action. A really good quote is knowledge plus action equals success. Or, if you think about, people always say knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is just that. It is just knowledge, unless you apply action to that and take action and put, that knowledge into the steps and actually apply it, right? So it's the same idea. So if they take exactly what you're giving them, they stop researching on their own, they just do exactly the way it's laid out, it works every single time. And we have seen that over and over and over again in our practice. It doesn't matter what people come to with us, what symptoms they have. Everyone's experiencing something different. Very similar, but different mixtures of them. And that's the thing with chronic health conditions. It's always different, random symptoms that don't seem to correlate. And it's almost like a unique, a fingerprint or a snowflake to that person. So it doesn't really matter what they're coming with, what they're presenting. But as long as they do this foundational program the way it's laid out, they're going to get better, 100%. So that was basically it for this video. I just wanted to explain, this recipe analogy. Just it helps you, and it helps when you're working with people to really, tell them. And it gives them hope that there is something. So if they just, give in, quit searching, and just do this, which is, based on years and years of clinical research in our practice, and results that we have seen, it works. So that's just another trick of the trade, basically. Trick of the trade doesn't sound very nice. That sounds kind of shifty. It's not shifty, but it's just a good visual for people, and helps them understand that they really can turn this around and then prevent, these symptoms from ever coming back again. Okay, so hopefully that helped, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.